Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Bankedoutt News Network. I am your host, Andreas Cook. In today's episode, we're going to feature our Black Booming Business segment on Black Rose and Glam Shop, album review, MKB Amor, Artist of the Week, J Trillion, All I Ever, and I will give you Business Tip of the Week. Stay tuned. Now for our Black Booming Business segment. I personally wanted to highlight an individual that I've come to understand over the last couple of months from doing an interview with her earlier on the Bankedoutt radio show. This individual is a single mother. She has overcome a lot of difficult obstacles in her way and learned from the experiences that she's had as a young 20-something-year-old. The individual I'm talking about is Breon Roser, who is the owner of Black Rose Boutique and Glam Shop that's located on Mercer University in the Pink Plaza. I wanted to highlight her because I felt that the business that she's cultivating and putting together and the business model not only offers opportunity for her to enhance herself and to go out into the business world, but also other individuals who can do makeup, do eyelashes, style your hair, waxing services, clothing lines, fashion accessories, etc., get the opportunity to be their own boss as well. Sometimes I can get caught up into trying to mold individuals and shape them into what we know as traditional business. But I've come to understand that she has a deeper passion than just trying to make the money. It's trying to provide opportunities for not only herself, but for individuals as well. I would definitely recommend going over to Black Rose Boutique and Glam Shop and getting your services done. They're mainly open Wednesday through Saturday. Wednesday through Saturday from 11 to 7. I believe they're closed on Sunday and Monday. They give you a sense of community, a sense of family. You can see that throughout the business when you walk in. It's very professional looking. It's not over cluttered, and it's something to be proud of in the community. And speaking with her, I know that she has more ideas and more things that she would like to accomplish in the community, and then she does a lot of things outside of the shop as well. For instance, I know one thing that they do inside the shop, I believe on Wednesdays, is Wine Wednesdays, where you come in, you get a service, and then you get a drink of wine as well. So a lot of non-traditional things and methods that they use over at Black Rose to draw in people and to get them to utilize the service, which I think is, it's fantastic. Going outside the box, and I always stress that. Go outside the box. Don't let anyone dictate or try to mold you into what they think you should be. Go out and be the person that you're comfortable in being, and that's what she does. And you can see that with the people that she brings on as well, with the different staff members and people who offer services as well. So definitely, I salute them, Black Rose. Go give them a shot, give them an opportunity, and keep patronizing your black businesses. That concludes our Black Booming Business segment. For our artist album review or album review. This particular artist I've got to know through the Bankedoutt radio show, MKB, who's a former Macon native, now residing in the metro Atlanta area. When I first heard this project, Amar, it really stuck with me. It's not a full-length album, as many would anticipate. It's about, I believe, 6-7 songs, but it's well worth the purchase. It's a highly, I would say, not sexual-driven album, but sensual and seductive type of album that goes through the whole facet of a relationship. Not only is he talking about love, but he's talking about breaking up, infidelity, taking one for granted in relationships with so many different partners do, whether it be the male or the female. The first song, entitled Holy Grail, featuring Breon Mibbs, Mims is definitely a different song in the structure of that. You give me what I want, and I'll take you to the Holy Grail, in which that can have a lot of different implications. But then, when you get to track number 3, Kiana, which happens to be a favorite of mine, the song talks about having your main chick, and then of course having a chick on the side, but getting caught up in that fantasy of you can have your cake and eat it too. And if you're out there practicing a monogamous relationship, then of course you can see where that would lead to some type of destruction for the relationship. I like the song because it was crafted in a really good way to where he knows he's doing wrong and he wants to do right, but he allows the temptation of doing wrong to steer his actions in his path. But then you get into, I believe it's the 5th song with New Day, and the 6th song, Won't Let Go. I mean, the 6th song and the 7th song, New Day and Won't Let Go, where he's talking about being taken for granted and the individual not really respecting what he brings to the table. So all in all, I would give the project a 4.5 out of 5, just due to not having the physical copies on hand, which I know it could be expensive, especially being independent artists. But at the same time, I have to compare you to what everybody else is out there doing. But definitely, it's worth checking out and definitely worth supporting. So hats off to MKB, the Amar project, and I look forward to more bodies of work coming from you. That concludes our album review. Now for our Artist of the Week, which comes from J Trillion, All I Ever, which is basically him in his video. They're riding around and he's talking about the things that he would like to accomplish. So definitely a dope song to go check out. Make sure y'all watch it on YouTube. It's got a lot of different hits, and go follow. That concludes our Artist of the Week. Now we're going to talk about my business tip of the week for all the aspiring and entrepreneurs out there doing what they love to do. I did a recent blog on this, and business tip of the week is make sure your actions meet your ambitions or your goals. There are a lot of people who have grandiose ideas of what they want to accomplish, but your actions do not dictate those goals. To me, that's going backwards, hustling backwards, or however you want to say it. You're not going to be able to get to where you want to go because your actions are dictating, or they're not indicative of what you're trying to accomplish. If you want to be a platinum selling artist, you need to do platinum selling things. You need to go out there and network like crazy. You need to have the marketing campaign behind yourself. You need to be able to make sure you have the best production possible. You need to just have all these things that line up with what your goal is. Now, if your goal is you only want to sell 1,000 units, then of course you can scale back on a lot of that stuff. But make sure your actions dictate your goals, because your goals without those proper actions is just a waste of your time and a waste of everybody else's time too, because we like to pull people into our dreams, into our fantasies of what we want to accomplish. So, as I say, I emphasize, your goals need to line up with your actions, your behavior. And if you have big ideas, your actions need to be big movements. That concludes our business tip of the week. That concludes our episode of Bankedoutt News Network. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you go like it, share it. If you want to sponsor, you want to have your logo mentioned or displayed on the screen, you can contact Bankedoutt News Network at bankedouttnewsnetwork@gmail.com and send all inquiries. Appreciate the support, and tune in for the next episode.